Yo, 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 Hendo here with Average Dude Slo-Pitch. Today we're getting a chance to bring out the Be Happy Monsta. If you're not familiar with the Be Happy brand, you go over to BeHappyProject1722.com, I believe is the website. If I got that wrong, I do apologize. I promise you type in Be Happy Project or Be Happy Monsta, whatever you want into Google, you will find it. Either way, they just released these. I actually didn't know they were coming out. I haven't had a chance. I've met some of the Be Happy guys at some of the tournaments last year, but I saw it on there, so I went online, went ahead and bought one. Figured, hey, while we're at it, support the brand as well. Got a couple of these short sleeve hoodies. I love working out in them, so worked out well. And I will give them a shout out. For me, at my height, I find it at times I'll order like 2X's and things will come in way too short or whatnot. This is one of the best fitting short sleeve hoodies I've found. So just again, they didn't give me this. I paid for it. Just want to throw that out there for them. But either way, for this one, you've got two options when you get to their website. You've got the 4000 alloy handle, which is what we're swinging today. They've also got a 4500 composite handle. So really between those two, you're not gonna see a huge difference in the actual feel as far as the flex goes. They're both gonna be on the stiffer end. However, what I found with Monsta with the alloy handles is you get more of almost a one-piece feedback, if that's kind of the best way to think about it. Or as you kind of catch it low or high, you get a little more of that feel in the hands, in my opinion, to really let you know where you missed it. And I kind of love having that feedback. With the composite, a very slight difference. Like I said, you're still gonna have kind of that stiffer feel, but if you're somebody who's a traditional two-piece guy, or you're kind of concerned about the stiffer feel of the bats with the 45 and the 4000 handles, I would recommend going composite. But we grabbed a 26 end load. They do have 25 through 27, if I'm not mistaken, on there. 12.5-inch barrels in all of them. M8 technology still, so we're gonna go ahead, throw this on the tester here in a second. We're expecting with Monsta kind of this year, everything's been about 260 to 275. Don't expect that to be different. Then we'll throw some 52s on there, probably just 20 to 30, just to kind of get a feel for it. The Monstas have always handled the 52s well, which makes sense seeing as they absolutely killed the USSSA side of the game. Then we'll come back with our Pro-Ms, Razos, Gold Dots, and ZNs, all traditional Pro-Ms, 44 375s, no stadiums, no hardcores, nothing like that. And then we'll go ahead, final compression, final thoughts. All right, let's see where our Monsta Be Happy's at. On their website, they've got, I believe, two options. Well, they do have two options handle-wise. You can go with the alloy handle or composite. I do believe they're both 4500, however. I went with alloy because I like the stiffer feel. But this should be between like 275, 260 is my guess based on where Monsta's been. Yep, and right at 260. So either way, we'll go ahead and we're going to throw about 20 to 30 52s on it. Probably no more than 50 Pro-Ms. The Monstas this year have been pretty much game ready, especially with these alloys. I feel like that alloy handle really helps drive some extra pop into it. And then we'll come back with final compression, final thought. All right, we got the Monsta Be Happy. If you want to find one of these, they're only sold on, I believe their website's Be Happy Project 1722. If that's not exactly right, I promise you put in Google, you'll find it. But they've got this, which is the 4000 alloy option. They've also got a 4500 composite option. So you can go on there, pick your weight that you want. And I believe you have the choice from end load to balance. I'm not 100% sure, but this is the end load. We want the 26, and again, alloy handle. So again, started, I believe, right at 265, 270, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll run through some 52s, not too many, just to kind of rotate barrel, get a feel. Pro-Ms, and then we'll come back, final compression, final thoughts.
92 miles per hour.
I think that was probably a slight miss, but Monsta Performance 52 has always been great.
79 miles per hour. 84 miles per hour. 97 miles per hour.
Oh, yep, there's what you want from 52s.
86 miles per hour.
Those 52s are coming off pretty good.
Yeah, and I like it. It's easy to control. I don't know the specs on it, but feels good on the hands. Easy to control. It does all the work for you.
It's an alloy handle, 1/2 ounce end load, 12.5-inch barrel.
94 miles per hour.
A little bit towards the end, but it really does not matter with these bats.
83 miles per hour.
One more. Initial thoughts, 52s. I mean, very good on the hands, very easy to control, and getting good exit velos on this Be Happy. So
92 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour.
We definitely elevated a little more than we wanted, but performance, yeah, way up into the trees. So again, not a whole bunch of 52s. We really don't need them. Just want to rotate the barrel, let everyone get some swings, get loose. We're going to swap over and out of Pro-Ms. Again, we've got ZN Pro-Ms, Razos, and then Gold Dots. So all traditional Pro-Ms, no stadiums, no hardcores, anything like that.
98 miles per hour.
On a hand jam too. That's
93 miles per hour.
in caps gas.
86 miles per hour. 98 miles per hour.
Just jumping off this barrel.
102 miles per hour.
Well, there's your sweet spot.
82 miles per hour. 86 miles per hour.
That ball's coming off good though.
99 miles per hour.
Golly, dude. Yeah, it's if you haven't used Monsta before, just know the end loads do feel a little bit heavier, so you can go with the weight you normally go with, or if like you've swung deep ring for a while, let's say, where they come in a little light, maybe go an ounce down. But I like that you can definitely feel the end load, helps through the zone. Doesn't take a lot to really drive the ball, that's for sure, and it's still pretty easy to control in my mind.
82 miles per hour.
You know, it's a slight difference on the sound, of course, but still getting pretty good sweet spot. It's easy to find it, very forgiving. You can't really miss it.
Yeah, with for you at least, I mean, it's an alloy 4000 handle, so stiff like you like, and it's a 12 average barrel, which is your favorite, so I think that helps. But it is a little bit higher compression. I think if I remember correctly, it was like 270.
Oh, really? Okay.
So it will take some swings to break it in, so it makes sense that you're seeing similar 52 in pro performance, but I think you'll see that change pretty quick. Barrels, which I think is the same as the Fulton barrel.
96 miles per hour. 104 miles per hour.
There's our sweet spot.
92 miles per hour.
Go about 1,000 like that.
Yeah, right.
103 miles per
Yeah,
hour.
there it is.
92 miles per hour.
That was the sound change right there, though.
For sure.
91 miles per hour.
Yeah, dude, definite sound change in the last probably 10 to 15 swings.
I don't know, man. I just feel like in 8 to 10 swings since we switched to Pro-Ams, it just really opens up quick.
106 miles per hour.
106 knuckler. Yeah, you can tell sound change. Just from 52s to Pro-Ams, there was a sound change, obviously, but we've now, I believe, opened up the barrel where you can tell there's a distinct sound difference from the beginning of the Pro-Ams to the end of the Pro-Ams.
87 miles per hour.
That's a good one to end on. So all in all, I mean, be happy. Definitely feels good on the hands. Easy to control. Easy to find the sweet spot. I definitely like this is another Monsta product. It just feels good. Easy to find the barrel. Easy to control. Another good bat by Monsta.
So for you, I know in the last probably month or two, we've swung a bunch of bats. Your favorites have been like the MR1. You really like the D-Brini Culture.
Yeah.
And then, and that new Combat. In comparison to like those, because since they're all similar-ish barrels,
Yeah.
where would you put that in comparison to like the Combat, the MR1, and like the Culture?
Well, when it comes to this one, it'll be interesting to see how it opens up after a lot more swings. You know, I mean, so far what I'm finding is it's easy to find the sweet spot like all the other bats that I've swung. The performance looks like it's really starting to open up, and it opens up a lot quicker than I thought for testing 270. But man, this one's in the conversation, at least with the Combat. But I wouldn't put it above the MR1 and the MR3 so far. I mean, it probably could get there with swings, but it's a pretty good little bat. I like it.
Sweet.
103 miles per hour.
Yeah, that's plenty of swings. So, again, between everybody, we got honestly more swings than we wanted to. I think we talked about 50 to 60 in the intro. We got upwards of pushing 100. We got about 30-ish 52s. The rest are Pro-Ams. So either way, we're going to pick some of these up, let the bat sit a little bit just to let it cool down. I mean, it's not super hot out here, but we want to get as accurate of a compression test as we can. Come back, test it, final thoughts. All right, let's check the final compression here on our Monsta Be Happy. Between 52s and Pro-Ams, we end up getting nearly 100 swings. I don't have the exact number, but we do know it's more than 75. Don't think we actually touched the 100 number, but either way, these things are pretty much game ready with where kind of compression starts. And Monsta seems to hold compression pretty well in their USSSA line. Yeah, and as you see there, this thing didn't move really at all. And that's what we've seen with them. If you go back and watch like the VLR1 that we swung with Mike Nino, or really even the new tripping that's dropping here, or just dropped, I should say, on Monsta's website, all the bats are holding compression very, very well. So we didn't really expect anything less here. Just a quarter turn to see. We were all rotating the barrel, so to see if any of the sides differed by much. But yeah, there you have it. So again, felt really good. It's obviously got tons of room to even improve. So the fact that we were high 90s, a couple in the triple digits, tells you that you've got a lot of room to really grow that performance. And we'll talk about it more in the final thoughts. We're swings and final compression complete here with the Monsta Be Happy. Again, 12.5-inch barrel. We went with the 4,000 alloy handle. Other option on the site is a 4,500 composite. If you forgot or didn't hear the beginning, you can get this from Be Happy Project 1722. Again, if for some reason that doesn't work when you throw it in the webpage and I'm misspeaking slightly, just look up Be Happy Monsta, Google, you'll find it. But either way, with this one, you get the same thing we've gotten from Monsta for a long time, really since they've been in the USSSA game, which is a bat that starts right around that 270-ish mark, 275 mark. They hold compression really well. It actually takes some time to break them in, but you still get kind of game performance. So with this one, absolutely matched the 52s. That's nothing new. We won't go down that road here. None of the Monstas ever struggle with them. They clearly have mastered kind of that side of the game with USSSA anyways. Then as we hop over to the Pro-Ms, what you notice is you do have a bat that's at 275 that does need some BP, but you have a sweet spot that's still just as good as anything out there. And then obviously your forgiveness is what you're gonna get over time as you kind of break this thing in. So as you're taking your swings, just make sure you're rotating the barrel, really open it up. All the guys that swung it, as they kind of talked about as they were swinging, really liked the feel of it, found it easy to control. With Monsta, just know their end loads in my mind are true to what they say they're gonna be. So if you're somebody who's swung like in the past, let's say a 26 with a full ounce, and you're like, man, these feels pretty light, just know if you go 26 full ounce on like a Monsta or 26 even half ounce, you're gonna feel that end load. So if you're somebody who's been swinging like on the line of a 25, 26 with end load, I'd probably go 25 with that end load so the bat doesn't feel too heavy for you and keeps it easy to control. But either way, a bat you're not gonna have to worry about breaking early. It's gonna hold compression. Only thing to keep in mind with the Monstas, they're not cold weather bats. So if you're hitting in the winter, make sure the bat, the balls, everything's indoors, and then go hit on days where the temperature's better. Or if you are gonna hit when it's cold, make sure you're going straight from your house where the bat has been temperature controlled, taking your BP before the barrel gets overly cold and kind of getting out of there. So just something to keep in mind. If you go out there and game these in the cold, they are gonna break. So just kind of understand that piece of it before you go and swing these. But either way, if you wanna grab one again, head over to Be Happy. I don't have a code for anything like that for you. I just, again, saw them post it. I've ran into some of their guys at some of the conference events before, so kind of want to show our support. Grab one of these and try it out, and it definitely did not disappoint. So either way, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're kind of thinking about picking up a new Monsta USSSA bat, hopefully it's helped you make a decision on whether you want this one or maybe one of the ones that's over at Monsta's actual website. So thanks for checking the video out. Have a great night.